Hi, welcome to Islandgirl Tarot, and welcome Pisces to your March 2017 General Tarot reading. Happy birthday, you guys. I hope you guys are surviving the eclipse. I know it's in your sign. Lots going on. I know I've been very emotional. So let's see what we have for Pisces people. For March. I can't believe it's for March already. March 2017. I did rub the cards through some sage and a blessings of money smudge, but I don't have a little money thing to tell you who it was. So, but they did. I've been burning that. I feel like we could all use this influx right now. Lovely. Let's see here for Pisces general reading. Okay. Well, Pisces, why does this not surprise me? And if I was an astrologer, I could sit here and take all of the 4, 5, now 6, 2, 3, 4, now 4 major arcana cards and make them planets. But the devil is the overall energy of the card, and that tells me about being enslaved, feeling trapped, beholden in some way, enslaved, self-enslavement. You know, something has got you by the yin-yang, and, you know, you can't do anything about it right now. But let's see if there's not something in this reading that's going to help us remedy that. I don't like necessarily the last card that I'm looking at, but let's begin at the beginning. Pisces, we have the Emperor, and that is going to be a male figure in your life. Typically, it's a sign of Aries, and it's an authority figure. It can be a judge, it can be a banker. You know, it's very much an authority figure. I feel like, Pisces, you might be waiting on an answer to something. I've got the Hanged Man right next to him along with the Four of Cups. Well, those two cards, each one of them alone, the Hanged Man and the Four of Cups, would tell me that this is a pause, and whatever was happening, there's a stoppage. But the two of them together is telling me for sure that we're sitting here and we're waiting. The center of the reading is the Fool card. So, you know, I almost want to say like you're waiting for a new beginning. I feel like you're overburdened. You know, you've got a lot on your back, on your plate. And you're ready to move forward. You know, you've got the Ten of Wands right here next to the Fool. And then the Six of Swords on the other side. And I just really feel like that you're looking for, I mean, you've got the Ace of Wands. Maybe you're looking at moving to a destination, moving for a job, Pisces. And you're going to have the opportunity to do that. My only caution, I've got really good cards in here. My only caution is you've got the Nine of Cups, which is a fabulous, it's the wish card. It's wonderful. But the outcome, the last card is the Five of Pentacles. And that just shows me something's lacking. So the whole spread is just telling me that you're going to make a move, and it looks like if you're thinking about doing it, you're just going to do it. And you probably should do it. There's no reason not to. I just have a feeling if you're moving for a job, it's not going to pay you what you think it's going to pay you. And then the enslavement happens with the devil. The overall general feeling is now you've gotten out here and you can't do anything because you're not making enough money. You know, maybe you've spent all your money on the move with the Six of Swords. But I keep going back, excuse me, to the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And I feel like the three cards together are saying that this is a job that you love, but it's not going to pay you a lot of money. But that's okay. If you love it, do it. You might have to take a second job. Maybe, you know, that's where the Ten of Wands comes in, and feeling overburdened. You're not able to quite meet your obligations. You might have to do something, you know, separate. And do something else to generate a little revenue. Or once you get there, just say, okay, I'm just, just accept it for a minute and just say, I'm going to be poor until, I can get this, this, and this in deal with it mentally and go, okay, this maybe not was the greatest decision I made, but I've made it. I get the feeling what is happening is with the Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I feel like in seeing the Fool in the middle, I really feel like you're moving to a location that you love. But you get there, and then all of a sudden maybe the cost of living is more than what you thought, and so you're just strapped for cash, and you're feeling kind of stuck. Let me, I'm going to draw another card, and because that's really, I think the Emperor is having made a decision. You've just decided this is what I'm going to do. There may have been a delay in the decision. And if this is happening in real time, then, if you're thinking about moving but there's been a delay to it, well, then this really could be speaking to you, and just know and be prepared in whatever way you can. This is a forewarned is forearmed. Because if you have the opportunity to move to the place of your dreams, someplace you've always wanted to live, by all means get there. And if you have to, like I said, you don't want to tell the universe, well, okay, I'm okay being poor. But if you can just mentally accept, what, I'm not going to be able to go and do just exactly what I want to do when I first get here, and I may be strapped for cash until, the thing is, once you move to someplace like that, you end up meeting people, they help you, things expand. So I just feel like the Five of Pentacles, and that's what I'm sitting here shuffling for, is I'm going to look at that. This Five of Pentacles, what can we do to change that to the Ten of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles? Well, there you go. And then the Queen of Pentacles is what comes out. So I really think that it's just saying, get there. You may be strapped for cash to begin with, but you're eventually going to turn that in and around. Just be careful that, and I don't know even how to say this, but if people know that you're strapped for cash, or your employers or whatever, they'll take advantage of you, and all of a sudden you're going to feel like you can't say no. And you may feel like that anyway, but just know if you do, it's only for a short period of time. You will eventually turn yourself, Pisces, into the Queen of Pentacles. But I just definitely see a move to a new job, if not a physical move. And Pisces, that physical move is just going to, I really feel like, put you exactly where you want to be in the destination that you want to be at. So that's wonderful if you get to move to, for your dream, to your dream locale. Again, though, the Ten of Wands is cautioning you may feel overburdened, and you may feel like you've got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to take with you. If you, depending on your age, when you start to move locations, all of a sudden now you're not looking at, a sofa and a bed, you're looking at a house full of furniture, and it becomes a very different type of move, and a very different financial burden. And maybe that could also be what this Five of Pentacles is playing to, is, the move may cost you more than what you're thinking. So if this resonates, by all means, please let me know. I hope, Pisces, you guys have a great March. Happy birthday to those of you that are celebrating in March. Islandgirl Tarot, please Gmail me, islandgirl2008@gmail.com, Islandgirl Tarot on Facebook. And thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. I'm very reasonable. I'm $1.50 a minute with a 15-minute minimum, so I'm $22.50. So by all means, please feel free to contact me. I'd love to give you a reading. And I have a friend of mine, Deborah Crew King. If you look for her on YouTube, Deborah Crew King, she is a spiritual life coach, not a spiritual life coach, she is a life coach. And she is fantastic. She can help you with all those gnarly problems and things that tend to keep you down, and those patterns that you tend to repeat in yourself. She is a fabulous, fabulous person. So by all means, check her out on YouTube. And thanks you all so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes, Pisces. Bye-bye.